Hey, pilot, welcome to Ready for Pushback solo show. I want you to know that your procrastination is not my emergency.
It all started as a spark. Maybe it was the sound of jets racing across the sky, or the feeling of your heart racing as you watch a crop duster flying low and slow. Even then, you knew you were meant to fly. For pilots, it's more than just a job. It's a calling. The early mornings, the long hours, the relentless training, you didn't do it for the money. You did it for that moment when the wheels lift off and the earth falls away beneath you. But flying is just the beginning. The journey to your dream job takes more than just skill in the sky. It takes strategy on the ground and a lifetime of learning.
Most pilots don't understand what career opportunities are available in the world of aviation. Learn how to go from good to great, from flight school to regional to major, and from hopeful to hired. Whether you're sharpening your skills, building your resume, or preparing for that big interview, this is where pilots come to level up. Let's get ready for Pushback. Here's your host and my dad, Nick Fialka.
When you are applying for a job at a company, it is important to make sure that you are ready and that you are ready well ahead of time. I recently did an episode that details all the things that you could be asked to bring to an interview. There are so many things. It's easy to start early and start collecting the documents and start getting them and collecting them like Pokemon. But don't forget the keystone of the entire process. It's becoming part of the Spitfire Elite interview consulting community, because that is when you are able to crush, and you need to plan ahead for that. If you're waiting till the call to get a job interview, you are already way too late and you need to work extra hard. So don't do that. If you're trying to nail down a job in professional aviation, you need to make sure that you're ready to succeed. I see that right now. We're in the fourth quarter. Things are a little quiet. There are lots of people that are focused, that are a lot of our clients right now are focused on 2026, and they have already become part of our community, and they're currently working on their interview reps, trying to get ahead of the people in 2026, because when the rush comes and the crush, they are already ready. And so if you're not already there, I think that you should go ahead and be there. You can use the code R4P2025 for a discount. If this is 2026 when you're listening, try R4P 2026. That's usually how we do the discount code. But anyway, being ready is so important, because so many people come to me, they're in this emergent situation. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this interview to come up. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I'll tell you what you're going to do is you're going to work extra hard. You're going to stay up late at night and you're going to try your damnedest, but you should have been ready earlier. If you're hearing my voice and you're already not ready, it's time to start getting ready. It's not about feeling comfortable about chatting with somebody. That is not an interview. It's about knowing why you want to work for a company. It's about not answering the tell me about it times with some crazy scenario that you're just coming off the top of the head. It's something that you've planned out, that you can deliberately take and pull out and deliver, but deliver with impact, because a tell me about a time story doesn't really matter if there is no impact to it. It's about knowing who you are and being able to articulate yourself in the highest possible pressure, highest stakes scenario you possibly could ever be in. It's about being able to crush, and to be able to do that, it takes time. You don't show up to the plane and hop in and then figure out where you're going. It's about planning. It's about pre-flight. It's about reading the NOTAMs, check the weather, do your fuel calculations, do your weight and balance, make sure everything's correct. Make sure you walk around the aircraft and it's ready to go. The same is true for preparing for an interview. I wish I had $1 for every person that reached out to me and told me they absolutely were not expecting an interview, or it's somebody who's surprised that they were offered an early interview spot like a week later because somebody else canceled. That happens all the time, more than you would think. And I'm telling you that this career is worth so much that it doesn't matter if it's a low-time pilot job or a major job or a regional job or a whatever it is. Every interview that you have is a step towards your goal. And if you can go 110% for every interview, you're going to reach that goal faster, and you're going to get and gain confidence with every effort that you put forward. Each interview that you do, you are going to get one step closer and feel more confident. So you need to prepare accordingly. When people wait till the last minute to join the Spitfire community, it puts everybody in a bind. And then people are looking for all the ways to do the extra stuff, but they don't have time. It's a lot. It's a big effort, but it's worth it. So we look at each person as a part of our community. We really, really try hard to make sure that we can get each person the time that they deserve. But we're all limited on the time that we can offer, especially if you have a danger close interview. Like, it gets really difficult to find people that have the same schedule as you. Why? Because our coaches are also pilots. They're out doing their job. They have families too. And so we want to help. That's why we do this. I don't do this podcast because it's something I do for a big paycheck. I do it to give back, right? The people that ease into interview prep, the people that plan ahead, they have the best results. We have a 95.8% success rate. Why? Because most of those people, a huge portion of those people, plan ahead. Those people, they spend their time preparing. They get their thoughts in order. They get their notebook together. They practice. They get feedback. They make modifications. They try it again, and they try it again, and they try it again. Those are the people with unshakable confidence. Those are the people that go into the interview ready to go. There's no surprises. They're excited, and they're gonna step forward and crush. Having a short fuse interview that you weren't expecting for a job that you applied for, it's a self-imposed train wreck, and it's an own goal. You might be able to fight your way out of it, but it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be pretty, and you have a much higher chance of failure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't join our team if you do have a short fuse interview. I'm saying that your stress level and your workload is exponentially higher if you wait. So here's the bottom line. You need to be part of the Spitfire community. You really do. It's that simple. Once you join, your membership doesn't expire, does not expire. You've got it for life. So if that's the case, and then you plan for it, and you budget for it, and you commit to it, you get the opportunity to ease yourself in so that you don't feel like you're drowning when your opportunity comes up. You can join now and put it to bed and look a little bit here and a little bit there. And as the interview comes up, you've already kind of checked things out and you felt comfortable about how the process works. You know that now there's an interview, and you dive in even further and you get even better. And that's the beauty of it. It gets to be on your terms instead of on their terms. You're listening to this show already, so you're smart. I like to think you're smart. But you are thinking ahead. You're listening to this show to get some information, to get the thing that makes you better. So make sure that you think all the way through it, because when you do think all the way through it, you're going to be able to succeed, and you're going to be a lot further along than you thought you were. If you know somebody that's got a job offer or an interview offer or might have an interview offer, share this episode with them. I'd love for them to hear what I've got to say, because I think that this job that you're pursuing is worth the time and effort to prepare. So don't get freaked out. Make sure you're planned out. That way you can crush it. All right? I think that's all I got to say. So I'll see you on Monday for the next interview episode. See ya.
All right, pilots, that's the episode. I hope you've really enjoyed it. But before you go,
do me a quick favor, subscribe to my show, and leave me a review. Give me a 1-star review if it was totally worthless. Give me a 5-star review if it was the most amazing thing you've ever heard. I want to hear from you. So if you can give me a review, subscribe to the podcast, make yourself a little bit better, I will be happy. You'll be happy. We'll keep crushing. I cannot wait to see you on the next episode.
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are those of the hosts and guests and do not constitute professional advice. The producers and sponsors make no representations or warranties regarding the accuracy, completeness, or applicability of the content.